Hi, my name's Jacob, and I want to start out with a question. Have any of your parents ever talked about how in their high school days they would have designated smoking areas? Areas where kids could go and smoke as soon as they turn 18 so they could get isolated from other people that can't. This was considered a norm back in the day, and that's why they did it, because many people just wanted to go smoke and people were fine with it. Um, it's way less common, and it's pretty much done for. Areas are shutting down smoking, not allowing any of it, and now for my generation, people have noticed, we have noticed an increase in the use of e-cigs in teens and adolescents. So the main e-cig being used now is Juul. So what is Juul? Juul is this. They're small e-cigs that were made in order to help people quit smoking, and they are they contain nicotine in them in these small pods. What attracts people to Juul? They're more convenient to carry. They're very small, USB size e-cigarettes. They can be fit in a pocket. They can be easily hidden away from people if you're trying to hide it. The vapor that comes out of them isn't as visible, and if you were smoking, you'd obviously be able to see the smoke, and with Juul, you can't really smell it as much either. It's not as noticeable. It was originally made, like I said, for an alternative option for smoking. It's mainly for people that use cigarettes before, and it contains nicotine in each pod. So that's why people are addicted to smoking, because of the nicotine. And that's why there's nicotine in the pods, because people aren't just gonna quit just to use these without nicotine. They still need the nicotine, and that's why it's made the way it is. What are you inhaling in these? It's not just water vapor. People have a misconception of this, and that's what's wrong. Why is it wrong? Because the chemicals in this, formaldehyde and acrolein, they both cause throat and eye irritation, and along with increasing risk of disease. These Juuls are very unhealthy, and according to UCLA Health, e-cigs have only been around since 2003. So there's not a lot of research that's been it's not as successful in judging what they're going to do in the long term, because it hasn't been a long time since they've been made. Who owns Juul? Altria is a huge tobacco industry, and they bought out, according to New York Times, they bought a 35% share for $12.8 billion in December of 2018. Why is this huge? Because Altria is the biggest tobacco company in the US. They produce many cigarettes, and that's what the main source of cigarettes comes from. Due to this, Altria's focus is going to go from cigarettes to also e-cigs, trying to target more sales, which will be used to sell to many people, and include, unfortunately, teens. Why is this wrong? Because Juul is targeting teens. Although Altria may not be trying to target them, it's still going to, because of the flavored pods. People have a misconception that just because it's flavored and it's not actually emitting any smoke, that it's not going to harm you. It's going to harm you, and it's not healthy. It's going to promote adult selling to minors. Minors are going to try to get with people that they know that are adults and try to buy for them, and they'll pay them back. And along with the dangerous chemicals I talked about, nicotine is going to be so addictive that they're going to want to Juul all the time, and also it will harm you in the long run. And according to MarketWatch.com, this was an article over a girl that was in college that worked at a pizza place, and she made so much a week, but she spent so much money on Juul pods. It was about $25 a week, and it amounted to about $1,000 a year spent on Juul pods. So not only is it harmful to your body, but it's also going to cost you a lot of money. What you can do to help quit, if you are juuling, there's many options for you to help stop quitting. Find activities to be involved in. Find a gym to go to. Go play basketball. Go have some fun with people that aren't going to surround you or peer press you into doing things that are bad for you. Think about how much money you'd save. Like the example before, that the girl was spending probably a fourth of her money on just Juul pods. Think of what else you could buy that would benefit you. Think about how much healthier you could be. Why hurt your body with something that's just not going to make you live as long when you could be exercising or doing whatever you want that's not going to harm you like Juuls do? If you don't use Juul, there's also other ways to help people that do. Try to make them quit. Tell them, hey, I don't think that's good for you. Maybe you should stop, or try to hang out with them and bring them somewhere that's going to bring positive vibes. In conclusion, I believe Juul, the company, is influencing teens in a negative way, and that it needs to be stopped. The selling of Juul is promoting teens to use them, and I think it isn't spread wide enough that it is bad for you. Thank you for your time.